morning, everyone. Welcome back. Today we are heading out to Falkirk, and the weather is being very Scotland in October, which means, yeah, it's very drizzly at the moment, but I do think it might brighten up if we're lucky. So I do have a book signing in Waterstones Falkirk at 6 p.m, which is why we're going through to Falkirk today. I've never been to Falkirk.
I have.
I've never once been. We considered doing the Falkirk Wheel.
You have been?
When?
When I took you through for one of your friends from Glasgow Uni.
Near the prison.
That's right.
I have been to Falkirk.
My God, I'm older and I've got a better memory.
I have. What was I there for?
To see your friend.
Yeah, did I just go to her house?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't see I saw a house and estate in Falkirk. And the prison.
You have been there.
And the prison, the old prison. We debated doing the Falkirk Wheel, which is like a lock in a canal. They lift the boat out the water.
They do, and they turn it.
And they turn it.
It's a masterpiece of engineering.
It is supposed to be really impressive, but with the weather, we both kind of decided, yeah, we don't really want to do that. So instead, we are going to Callendar House, which is a lovely, stately home, very close to the city centre of Falkirk. And you can go inside and it's free. So we're going to do that. I have my new Son de Flor dress on, which you can see some of at the moment. And I might try to get some content for Son de Flor there. They have little tea rooms, so we might have a little coffee. And then after that, we are going to the Kelpies, which are giant horse statues. So I hope it's going to be dry for the Kelpies. Yeah. That's what I'm crossing my fingers for. And then after that, we're going to head into Falkirk, and I'm meeting my friend Kenny Boyle. Some of you guys might know him from TikTok or Instagram. He's an author and a playwright, and he does a lot of videos about Scottish folklore and Gaelic and all that jazz.
Stories.
Yes, so I think it's going to be a really, really fun day. You guys are coming along, and it's time to go. Okay, we have made it to Callendar House, and by some miracle it is not currently raining. So we're going to try... Hi, gorgeous! Where's me dog? We're going to try and get some... God, you've changed?
I know.
What is that? This woman that used to be terrified of dogs saying hi to a wee dog.
I know your dog.
Saying hi to a wee dog. I think Hattie as well has helped.
Yes.
But yeah, we're going to go
smaller than me.
down the path and try and get some outside photos taken, and then we are going to go inside the house. And I did see that it is open all week except Tuesdays, so don't try to come on a Tuesday. So this is the house. It is stunning, and I will find some factual information for you afterwards. It's really pretty. It's free parking, it's free entry, and there are loads of people here walking their dogs because there's nice grounds. It seems really nice. There's a lake over there as well, or a river. Yeah. Okay, photos have been taken prior to any rain.
Yes.
So that's incredible. And now we're going to go inside. I really need to go and have a pee. And then I think we'll have a little walk around and see, but it looks lovely. They do seem to have a lot on. They have a gift shop. Like I said, they already have a tea shop. This looks gorgeous. Mum's helped herself to some pamphlets.
As always.
So you've got the Rosebank Distillery. And then what else have you got?
And I've got the Helix Park.
For the Kelpies, indeed. And then you've got the guide to Callendar House, and that's where we are now. So I think we're going to go and have a wee look around, but this is the downstairs. This is very pretty. So the lady at the front did tell us that there is a lift, so it does seem to be very accessible, but there's not that many stairs, so she's managing. You're managing. False start. We're supposed to start on the ground floor. But yes, this is where we are. Main hall is here. So I assume we're going down through here. Yes. This way, mother. And apparently the kitchen that's also through here was used in the filming of Outlander, I believe. That's what I saw online. But here is the story of a Callendar House. Apparently it is very old. Apparently it was built in the 1300s. So this is what she was talking about. She was saying that there was a house somewhere else on the grounds that dates back to the Roman times, apparently. So that wasn't the house we're in, but there was something built here then. Okay, the Thane of Callendar, who was believed to have lived in that hall. was in the 12th century. Okay. So what have you learned? William of Livingston was given the estate of Callendar on the 10th of July, 1345.
Yes,
And why was he given Callendar estate?
because of his allegiance with the king.
Of England?
No, David, Scotland.
Of Scotland? Oh,
David
okay.
II.
Well, I like him better already. Amazing. Battle of Falkirk. We learned about that. No? No?
I don't
Yes?
think you
No?
learned about that in school.
I don't know.
Livingston was, he played an important role in Scottish affairs and helped us negotiate the release of David. Decimalisation. Before we had
What does
pound
4D
shilling.
mean?
It's tuppence.
Okay. And what?
No, 4D's fourpence.
Okay.
That's like 4 pennies.
Okay.
Um,
And what would that be in today's money?
fourpence would be 2 pence.
We used to come to a lot of places like this on school trips.
Yeah.
This is the kind of place we would be frequenting, shall we say. In the late Middle Ages, all of Scotland's kings succeeded to the throne too young to take up the reins of power. Powerful nobles, the Livingstons, I think Clan Livingston lived here,
Yes.
vied with each other to gain control of the young monarch because whoever was keeper of the king's person was also in command of the
Yes.
country.
Because they advised them.
Makes sense. They did gain possession of the king. 9-year-old James II was snatched away from the control of the power-seeking Sir William Crichton, but was smuggled in a trunk by his mother out of Crichton's stronghold at Edinburgh Castle and taken upriver to Stirling Castle. There, James was presented to Sir Alexander Livingston, who now took on the role of the keeper of the king's person. Okay. Seems like they were quite a powerful family, to be honest. That's a bit creepy. I was not expecting to
That's
see
the one of
that
the monks.
as I came round the corner.
Yeah, he been
Medieval church, it says there, yeah.
a monk.
Yeah, the early Christian abbey in Falkirk fell out of use long before the end of the Middle Ages. By this time, Falkirk had become part of the organised church system established in Scotland during the 12th century by David I. Okay, so for anyone who is interested, this is actually where I got the idea to name the religious army in my books Covenanters from. Because it's saying, I'll just read it from here, armed conflict erupted and the Scots Covenanters sided with the English Parliament against the Scottish King Charles. But the Scots did not share the English army's desire to abolish the monarchy, so they switched allegiance. So because it was an ancient kind of way of describing fighting people in Scotland, Covenanters, I adopted that for my books. So they do have this structure in, I think, the lake or just before the lake or the river that lies just beyond the castle. And this is, well, I say castle, house. And it's a monument that was erected to remember those that were lost during COVID. I feel like they took some inspiration from the standing stones though,
Yes.
because it's giving a modern version of that. Was just explaining Falkirk and maybe the Livingstons part in the Jacobite uprising of Scotland, but let's go to the kitchen because it's down here.
What's that?
Yeah, apparently this is the one that was used in the filming of Outlander, but I'm sure there's a picture somewhere of it in the TV show, I would imagine.
Look at this.
I know, it's gorgeous. Yeah. Yeah, apparently it is over 300 years old, which is why there's obviously a rope, so you can't actually go in. It's very echoey,
And that's
very
like
spacious.
that's like a bread oven there.
Yeah. Massive hearth and fireplace. It's so cool that this is just free to enter. These have to pay
Yeah,
an
I just
entrance
wish
fee.
people would put more donations in boxes as they leave. A lot of people just tend to leave.
Well, hopefully they at least, like, I don't know, have tea and cake in the tea room or something. I love these types of windows. What a view. All the doggies playing on the grass. What is this? This is the Georgian kitchen. Was it Georgian kitchen sensory interpretation room? Let our kitchen maid Maggie guide you through the sound, smells and stories of an authentic early 1800s kitchen. Right, I should get my notebook out and do some research for my books.
These are the wooden fescue balls. Go on, you can pick them up if you like.
Oh, she's actually gone to pick them up. Very good. You was so threatening. That looked like you were coming towards me with a paddle. That was so threatening.
We gently place the dough into the moulds.
It's called a jelly bag. Very good. And I'm assuming you just squeeze it.
Do you hear that? All that
Squelching.
That's my sensory issues kid never. My mum's decided she wants to smell some things.
You can smell.
Take a sniff, you know you sniff there.
No, I can smell it here.
What does it smell like?
It's like bread.
Bread? Okay. Lots of wee corridors. Lots of wee corridors. See what this wee room's all about. It says here, there is a sign. Parts of the original ceiling. Ceiling was painted directly onto plaster, possibly to a different artist, but due to damage the ceiling was removed and a reproduction put in its place, but these are parts of the original.
That's amazing.
That's cool.
You look at this one, how detailed it is here, Hazel.
Yeah.
Like cherubs.
That's beautiful. But yeah, you can see how cracked it was becoming. And then they've got the reproduction that's currently on the ceiling at the moment. So this is one of the gallery exhibitions. These are beautiful. I really like these. She's saying that they are all available to purchase. I really love these ones as well. Like, these really capture the essence of the Outer Hebrides. So you get the Callendar standing stones, which are on the Isle of Lewis, which I've been lucky enough to go to. And then there's also Luscantire Beach down here. They're very nice. Paul would really like these ones. He would want me to bring one of these home for him. If there are prints, I might have a look, because yeah, he'd really like these. I need to take you up to Harrison Lewis one day. Yes. Because you've never been out to the Outer Hebrides, have you?
No.
Look at that. That's lovely. This is absolutely stunning. Oh my god.
Oh, Hazel, look at tapestries.
I wasn't even expecting...
The tapestries.
I wasn't expecting it to be this aesthetically pleasing, but this is lovely. I'm loving all the detail in here. It's so pretty. Like, every surface. I was just saying to my mum, this must have been like the old drawing room or something. If you look at how it's structured, I'm trying not to film loads of people, but given the windows, like the windows that are just behind me and stuff, I would imagine this used to be the drawing room. My mum's got a wee scone with her soup, and I've also gone for the soup. So we have made it to the Helix Park, which is where the Kelpies are, and I think there's actually quite a lot that you can do here, because you can walk all along the canal. So the typical parking is here, and then you just walk up a little bit to where the Kelpies are, which is where we are now. But my mum is a disabled badge holder, so we're parked pretty much right next to it. Yeah. So yeah, we're just going to walk along. I don't think we're going to do this bottom part, but we are going to go up and see les Kelpies. So neither of us have actually come to see the Kelpies ever before. They're not actually that old, are they? When were they? I don't know when they were constructed, but I feel like it was like 2007 or something. Like they're not actually that old. And anyone who's watching this and is like, what is a Kelpie? It is a mythical water horse. They do just look like horse heads. But obviously Scotland has a lot of like folklore and mythology about water creatures. And Kelpies, like, people would just warn their kids about Kelpies, like, don't go down to the loch or the water horse is going to come, and once you get onto their back they take you under the water and they drown you. So they're not actually very nice creatures. I'm planning to write a lot about them in Duology 3. Yes. Anyone who's watching this who actually reads my books, you can have that to look forward to. But apparently they are quite impressive, and they're very, very large. By some small miracle, it is still dry.
At the moment.
It is dry. My mum actually got some really lovely photos of me for Son de Flore outside of Callendar House. So thank you, Mum,
Yes, you're welcome.
for that. They look very autumnal. If you want to see them, you can head over to my Instagram, which is Hazel McBride Author. I assume this is the visitor centre. Yeah, I think this is the visitor centre, and I think there's a little shop and a little cafe. And there they are, in all of their shiny, shiny silver glory.
And they do, and they light up at night.
They do light up at night. Apparently, I think it does look very impressive from the photos, but we will not be coming here at night. Just walking up the path for a bit of a closer look now. Seeing all the angles. It's quite impressive being right underneath them, to be honest. Yeah. It's cool. I'm just thinking, like, in terms of scale, is this how big I imagine the dragons in my book to be? Like, is this how big Terea's head would be? I feel like I imagine her a little bit smaller. This is pretty big, like, compared to the size of me. I think she'd maybe, yeah, if you look how tiny my mum is. So yeah, I'd say the dragons are a little bit smaller. Mother wanted to come up and see the boats on the canal, and apparently this is called the horse box, and I think you can eat over there because they're saying just cross over the little lock there and then you can go and get something to eat over there. I think it is pizza. Very cute. So we're in the gift shop and they have a lot of really nice autumnal decorations. Sorry about the lights, guys. I don't know why the light is doing that. Yeah, you got little Highland cow stuff. A lot of Highland cow stuff.
I thought it was a haggis to begin with.
Haggis. A little candle. Date at the pumpkin patch. It's very cute. This is nice. They have like a weekend walks in Stirling and Falkirk. That's a lovely little guidebook. Do I need to get this for research? Because I'm using a lot of like Pictish Gaels and Vikings in Erissocia to kind of build the different territories and the different influences. I might need to get this for research. So this is what they look like lit up at night. It's quite impressive. I think they go all different colours. And then someone has also done a picture of what the Kelpies look like under the water. So obviously like this is the part above the canal and then what should be under. And I like that they've done them like Shire horses as well. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, so I actually collect these books for a child that I don't yet have. And I have The Secret of the Kelpie and I have Legend of the First Unicorn, but I don't think I have The Treasure of the Loch Ness Monster. And I've only ever seen these books in Scotland, so I think I might have to pick this one up to add it to the collection. These are lovely little coasters, quite thick. We do have Highland Cow coasters at the moment, but the design on them's rubbing away, but these are quite expensive. As expected, many Highland Cow things. So I do have this book. I have this, so this shows how many Scottish gift shops I've gone to. I've got this one. I've got this one. But I don't have... I think this is maybe the second edition. I've got one that looks very similar, but it's in a light blue. I'm pretty sure either this is a reprint or just an updated version. So I'm not going to pick that one up. But if you are interested in folk tales, I would recommend this one. And this one's also very good. This one's more about like the old kind of dark beasties. Yes. Like the fairy folk.
But most of the tales in Scotland are dark.
Oh, very much
They
so.
are dark.
Very much
Even
so.
the
They're all
fairy
quite
tales are dark.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks very much. So we've been forced to take shelter under the bench because it started raining and apparently my mum is about to read me a story.
Times don't
Read
change.
me a story, there you go.
No.
Right, when?
Once upon a time, two children sat by the deep, gleaming waters of Loch Ness and listened to the tummy rumble.
Delightful. Well, I have a coffee.
I love the illustrations of this book.
I'm gonna have my coffee. I got it from the little coffee cart because in the cafe it was just like a button machine. I was like, I'm not paying for that. So I have my little flat white and we have a view of the Kelpies, which is lovely. And then yeah, we're gonna wait here until the rain passes slightly and then try and walk down the canal. Okay, we have a little break in the rain, so we are now gonna walk down the canal. My mum wants to see the little canal boats. And then I'm not really sure what we're going to do because we've got a little bit of time until we need to meet Kenny and prior to the event. So either we're going to mooch around Falkirk Centre or we might go to the Falkirk Wheel and just see it. There's some of the wee canal boats, Mum. Can see over there. There you go, Scotland's national animal, the unicorn.
Yep.
And this is a sculpture by David Powell, and it is made of metal armature and woven with white willow.
Yeah.
You can definitely see it a little bit better from the side. It's displayed a little bit better like that. And then we also have a centaur over here.
Looks as though he's got a Viking face.
A little bit, yeah. So this one is the same. They've called it Sagittarius by the same sculptor. Half human and half horse. Okay, the weather seems to be getting more and more dull, but we did actually come to the Falkirk Wheel. So we are here, we're going to go straight into the visitor centre. So my mum just said it in the car, but she's completely right that everywhere we've been today has been very accessible for disabled people with parking and also with everything. There's another little map of the Falkirk Wheel. And then you can see, oh my god, it doesn't say it's really good to see you.
It does, it's
There's
really
the
good to see
wheel.
you.
Here's another little woven sculpture. This one's of a little shire horse. Well, my mum's saying to show you guys this video because it shows you exactly how it works. So the boat goes into the wheel. So the orange bit is the top of the boat. And then it rotates. So it lifts the boat into the air and goes round, and it lifts the boat up to the second level where the water is higher. I was saying this in the car as well, is that nothing's actually that far away from one another, so you have like so many different attractions in Falkirk itself within 15 minutes of each other. I didn't know this, that it replaced the original staircase of 11 locks that once linked the two historic canals, reducing the time taken to transfer boats from an exhausting day to an uplifting few minutes. I did not know that it did that. That's really, really interesting. And it opened in 2002. Inspired by nature. That's lovely. As always, we have a lovely gift shop bordered by what I assume is a lovely cafe. But it is actually giving you a nice view of the wheel from indoors because, yeah, it's lovely to see it on a nice day, but the weather isn't particularly good today. Some more sculptures. These ones are wolves. I'm loving these. It is the world's first and only rotating boat lift. Friend Emily would love this because she is an engineer of boats.
Yeah.
So she'd be all over this. So we finished at the Falkirk Wheel, but I got an email. I actually got it earlier today and I meant to do this earlier and then totally forgot. But I got the final cover design, the final digital cover of book 2, A Queen Crowned in Flames. I got it through to my email and I didn't open it because I wanted to have a reaction. And yeah, so
I think I'm going to get to see it with you again.
Well, I always kind of try to do it.
I know.
I mean, I've already seen the mock-up and so have you.
I. But the last time we saw the cover together as well, we were together.
Wow.
Let me see.
Okay. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's really cool.
Oh, I really like that.
It looks really good, doesn't it?
That is amazing. And look, got it here too.
I think
love that.
May said she wants to make this more pronounced.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's
gorgeous. I really like that.
It looks so good. Okay, we now are about to head into Waterstones not into Waterstones, into
No,
Falkirk,
into Falkirk
Falkirk
town
town
centre.
centre, and try and find somewhere close to Waterstones that we can park. But we've got time, so we can take our time. Okay, I feel like we're almost ready. I'm almost ready at least.
You're just so prepared.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. There's Kenny.
Are these yours?
They're mine. So the arc is Claire's now because she loved it so much.
Do you want it made out to Claire?
Yeah, she'd really.
I know. She's getting all the shells.
Claire, it's just the standard spelling of Claire, right?
All the vowels.
C-L-E-I.
VIP signing for me. Very exciting.
That's for your
Thank
wife.
you.
And here's for you. Oh, we've even got the bells ringing. It feels so ominous. Like the bells are pealing as the store door opens. Like, you're welcome. There's a doggy. Oh my goodness. There's a dog. I'm so excited. Can I say hi?
Yes. I knew you were a dog fan, so I thought I would.
What's her name?
Linny.
Linny.
She's named after Loch Linny.
Hi, Linny. Kenny Boyle. You might recognise him from Scottish TikTok, potentially.
Scottish TikTok, I love it.
I mean, Scottish TikTok's a
Yeah,
thing.
that's a
isn't it?
thing,
That's
totally.
That's a thing.
Scott Talk.
But yeah, this is who we were having nachos with, but I didn't film there. But Kenny, everyone, go follow him. She made a window display. Oh my goodness, that was so kind of her. Oh, I'll never get over that. Like, even looking at it from far away in a Waterstones window. And next to Liv as well. Liv is with my publisher. Eee. Okay, I feel like this is terrible lighting, but it's basically what we're working with. So I am home. The signing at Falkirk went really well. Obviously, you judge signings and events differently, or at least I do. So events, you know, we've typically kind of like sold out events minimum 35 people, because events, people are coming, it's usually a new book, and they're also coming for like the author talk. It's ticketed and people know about it a little bit further in advance. The signings that I've done this week, so if you watched last week's Glasgow vlog, you'll have seen that we also had about like 10, maybe 15 people. And we had about the same at Falkirk as well, because people only have really known about it for a couple of weeks. And again, it's just like a pop in and get your book signed type deal. But it was so lovely that, you know, the girls at Falkirk Waterstones, they really believe in the book. They really love the book. They are absolute champions of Fate Forged in Fire, and I cannot thank them enough for inviting me to be there, and you know, to just be able to share it with readers is incredible. And obviously, as you've seen from watching this vlog, if you've made it all the way through, thank you. Me and my mum just kind of combined it with a day in Falkirk. Bear with me if I take my contact lenses out. If anyone is squeamish, look away or fast forward. Okay, lenses are out. I'm doing like a little get unready with me because I've actually never shown you guys the products I use to take off my makeup, so if you're interested, thanks for still watching. I always use the Chamomile Body Shop, what's it called? Sumptuous Makeup Cleansing Butter, because I've said this with clothes on this vlog or last week's vlog, like when I find a brand I like, I'm very loyal to it. I have only used this for I think the last 2 years because it just does the job. Just does the job. I'm already quite far through it. I think this is like my 3rd tin. You don't even need that much. I probably use more than you actually need because obviously the more you use, the easier your makeup comes off. But you literally just put this on your face and smush it all in and your makeup literally melts off. It is like the easiest thing. It's not sticky, it's not super greasy, and it doesn't hurt your eyes. And yeah, it's been working. I am about to look like a panda. I did warn you guys, but now I just go in with these because I'm traveling. At home I have reusable ones that are bigger and they take the makeup off a bit nicer, and then I just stick them in the wash. You just do this and the makeup literally comes away very easily. It's perfect. Then for the leftovers, I just go in with some micellar water, usually around the eyes. There's a little bit extra. Then, because now my face feels very oily and I really don't like that, I go in with the CeraVe foaming cleanser. To be honest, I'm pretty sure you could use any cleanser that's just cleans your face. I've never been particular about cleansers. The only thing I know is that you shouldn't use an exfoliator more than like 3 times a week. I use the Clarins exfoliator, which I swear by. Okay, makeup is off, face is clean. If I was at home, I would use the Bioma Milky Toner, which is the orange bottle, and I swear by it. But because I'm not, I travel quite light. I bought this for my mum the other day because she was just washing her face with soap and water, which I think is fine. But I'm like, let's get you like a proper dedicated facial cleanser. So got her that, and then I also, while I was in Boots, I got a couple more Bioma products, which I think is in my haul from last week. So this is their barrier repair treatment, which people have said is good to use at night because it's repair and rebuild. I used it for the first time yesterday. It could be terrible, I don't know, but I typically just use whatever moisturizer is available and it seems to work. But this one feels quite thick and hydrating, and it's also a Scottish brand, so I'm enjoying repping a Scottish owned brand. I don't know if it's made in Scotland, but I think the CEO or the owner is Scottish, something like that. So Bioma, if you want to sponsor me, go ahead. So there we go. I now look like an egg. So there we go. My face is very shiny and clean. And I'm gonna go and put my pajamas on and then chill with my mum. But I also wanted to mention, because I don't think I said anything about it in the vlog today, when we were at Callendar House, the reason I was taking photos is because of the dress I was wearing. So the dress I was wearing was very kindly gifted by Sondeflor. I've had multiple gifted collaborations with them. I think they're a fantastic brand. I love all of their dresses. They are investment pieces. They are not cheap, but I have 4 of their dresses now. They all last really well. They fit really well. They look absolutely gorgeous. You can dress them down or dress them up. I genuinely think that they're so versatile and genuinely worth the money. It's not often that I will like say to you guys it's worth it to splurge, but I really, really think those dresses are, especially if you want a dress that can be worn for occasions and, you know, if that's your kind of style, I would say find one that you like. They have multiple different styles on their website, and I will leave that linked in the description. But if you've made it all the way to the end of this vlog, thank you so much for watching. I love every single one of you, honestly, like for watching YouTube. YouTube is my little safe space because it's like my smallest platform, and I just love creating content on here, especially days like today, like memories with my mum. Even though she's not in the vlogs a lot, she doesn't like being filmed. But she has like a bit of a love-hate relationship with the vlogs because she doesn't like being filmed in the moment, but she enjoys watching it back. So it's nice, even though she's not always, I'm just looking, God, like, my hair's a mess because it was like on and off raining today. Even though she doesn't necessarily like being on camera, she's glad of it afterwards, and she was saying that today. So it's nice for me to be able to watch it back and just know she was there and see what we like experienced together. But today was a lovely, lovely day in Falkirk. Let me know if you've ever been, if you've been to these places before. I have, or maybe if you saw somewhere that you were like, oh, I didn't know that that existed, and now maybe I'd like to visit there. Leave me a friendly comment, and I will see you guys next Sunday.